Hey everybody, Kevin here for you from the My Hero Academia Manga Chapter Reaction slash Review. Look at me, My Hero Academia 298, two chapters away from the big old 300. I'll probably stream 300 and then I'll go back to using the regular old camera so I can look nice for y'all. And let's get into it. This chapter is called Crumbling Sound. First panel is a flashback with my boy Twice. We see Spectic, Mr. Compress, Twice, Spinner, and I think that's Trumpet. And they're saying something, but the text bubbles are widened out, but the words on the sides. It was our money that paid for that sushi, remember? Oh, yeah, I remember. That sushi, remember? Not to mention your medical treatment, all of that edited footage and Toku's new clothes. I mean, coat. And this is Twice, I think. Huh, you're baldy of a boss should be in the hospital, but instead you get to keep him in this hideout. Who do you think for that? Who do you think for that? At the same time, at Jogosku Hospital raid, my public face as the Dentrant CEO in my new role as a commander in the revolution following the Liberation Army change in leadership after the crusade of Denka City. I made these two faces of mine into two separate people themselves. Okay, and we see um, Redev's throwing this huge, stressed out form, pulling such an underhanded trick like falsely requesting a joint venture into support items. I knew you come Press's fools had been keeping me under surveillance, but there was the possibility that you couldn't forget our products either. It's a good thing that I prepared two faces. And oh, he like busted up a building and there's people everywhere. And oh snap. Remember that that's wild. There's some old lady. I don't know who she is, but he's holding her. Remember that dude when you had the professional license exams when you had to get your card to do hero work as a student. Remember that dude that was like announcing all the rules and stuff, and he was like real sleepy, and he was really tired and stuff. And then in the movie, he wanted the UA student class wanted to go to the island to like practice to be heroes. He's all bloodied up, and he's holding her. So he went okay. So he went to Death Row for stuff, and Death Row knew he was on the surveillance. Okay, so this is kind of out of nowhere. Though. Did we know about this before? I didn't think you would resort to these measures. Is that is this the public order you seek to create? Is it something you creatively needed? And it seems like Death Row is getting smaller. I think. However, however, what we strive for is peace without order. Genuine freedom. Liberate yourselves. The seeds have already been sowed. And we can see like a pan out version of it's like a normal city and there's smoke coming from the building at the very top. And okay, 6 hours since the attack on Tartarus. It's 3:06 a.m. Sane prison. So this is a different prison. And I think this is all for one. Yeah, this is all for one. Busting out with a Nomu right there, going crazy, and there's somebody else behind him. 3:55 p.m. Baku prison. 4:30 a.m. I mean, no, my bad. 3:55 a.m. Baku prison explosion. 4:30 a.m. Kun prison. They just busting everybody out. I thought it was just, they're going to every prison they can just to bust out people. Whew, this is really bad. I thought the only other person that was captured that we knew was Mr. Compressed, but I guess all for one just want to go stupid. Whew. And We see off one in front of somebody, behind somebody. Can't really tell what he's doing. They're like panels, like sort of white, like blackened out. The emergency aircrafts could only be operated through an employee's biometric identification, and as seven prisons were attacked by the near high ends, and escaped criminals from Tartarus prisons from six of them had been freed. Okay. Oh, okay, so all of them used them. 5 o'clock a.m., 5:04 a.m. And we see Shigaraki sitting on top of a Nomu. Is that Dabi? It looks like Dabi. Dabi, Spinner, Spectic, and it's raining, and they're just sitting somewhere outside. Shigaraki, with this, my. Oh, and he looks better. His arms are all like black with the lines on it. He looks like he healed up. With this, my arrangements have been fulfilled. What a dramatic day. Letting those wild people loose will make my trial difficult to track. My trail difficult to track. Apologies to you all, but I ask that you watch over me while I rest. Okay, yeah, I gotta rest. It surprised me how well we connected over video games and stuff. I think Spinner's talking. Oh no, I think that's yeah, yeah, Spinner. So who are you? Because you're not the one I chose to follow. Sakuragi, not to worry. I have the utmost respect for Tomura's wishes. Oh, this is all for one talking through Shigaraki. I thought this was Shigaraki talking. Okay, so he's still controlling him and he's talking. It's kind of like, you're not Shigaraki, so who am I talking to? I thought he let him go right after he got released from prison. Starting now, I'll have him rest his body and make him perfect. And once he's perfect, our desires will be achieved. And you see All for One in like the background, and it's Sagaraki's right there, so he's still talking through him. 2 days later, we see Bakugo as in the hospital. He has a thing on. We see a panel of Kirishima, my boy. He's taking his like the air thing that they put on you in the hospital. He's taking that off. He's saying "ow." He's like clenching his side, and then you can see the empty hospital room. He's like looking around. And Mineta, Sero, Invisible Girl, and Sero all in Bakugo's room. Ah, you're awake. Shut up. Where am I? What a relief. He's he's mad. So that means he's normal. Weird. He's back to his normal weird self. Don't make that your standard your standard view of me. This is Clanert Central Hospital, a hospital with some cutting edge and top notch medical treatment. That's good. But seriously, I'm so relieved when I heard you were in the most critical state. I mean, they said you had a hole in your stomach. I'll go get a nurse. Oh yeah. Bakugo got stabbed tons of times with the tentacle thing. Mineta, he's just like hugging. He's, Mineta's hugging Bakugo, and Bakugo's like, okay, get off me. Bakugo, what about Deku and Todoroki? Sensei, Senpai, in Endeavor, what happened to everyone? And they're looking kind of sad. No, no, no. Ain't no way. Okay, we see a panel of empty hallway, a panel of hey, Gran Torino, he's still alive. He's I don't know how he's still alive. He's been through a lot. I thought he Ben would have died when All Might punched him as hard as he could in the All for One fight. Then after what Shigaraki did, I'm surprised he's still alive. Jeez. Then we see some like a it's like a dinosaur hero. I mean dinosaur nurse. Look at bird. Stupid. He's walking to a door, or no, sort of like more of a seat. I said the same thing to Gran Torino as well. Ah, yeah, Eraserhead, he's all good, but he lose his leg. But he lost his leg. Eri, she can like control her quirk now, so she could bring it back. Okay, so I mean, I will. Then the weight of him losing a leg would been for nothing, unless yeah. So maybe he's like keep the lost leg. He could get a robotic one maybe. Okay, the nurse. If you had waited even a moment longer, it would have been even worse. Thanks to Rocklock and the others prioritizing your life, you're here. And President Mike is sitting right next to him, obviously. And President Mike, even Kavama Senpai, why don't you say it, Yamada? Just tell me how the students are doing. Okay, and now we got Soji, Kirishima. Oh, he got all the way up. Momo, Mina. They're all around Todoroki's bed, and Todoroki's bandaged up. And Todoroki looks outside, and there's a ton of people outside. And Kirishima, he's like bags in his eyes. Don't worry about it. Mina starts to cry. It's fine. We ended up seeing Todoroki-san. Momo, she has bags in her eyes too. It's alright. And a bunch of people outside just swarming at news. Yeah. Do you have a connection to Endeavor? How is this condition at the moment? Does Endeavor understand the current desperation across Japan? Like, calm down. He's trying to heal up. You saw that battle. Everyone would like to know his relationship to Dabi. When will he hold a press conference? The people are restless. We want to know. I hate those people, bro. Like, you gotta really calm down. And we see a panel of Endeavor. He's in the hospital. He has the air mask thing on. There's a panel of Endeavor and Todoroki right beside each other. And we see some words. That one is the root cause, and our demise beckons the dark, his sign and light. Oh, okay. It's that I just read. I just got the thing. Remember when that old guy that can control glass? He was like rising amok, and when he finally got caught, he was like, Endeavor's bright light is like challenging our darkness. That's why we're like a bunch of villains are coming up now. Todoroki like looked at the villain, then looked back at Endeavor. Endeavor just walking away. I mean, no, Endeavor was like looking at the villain and put in a police car. His flames were more powerful than father's. I couldn't win out in the firepower. Those were the flames of a strong hatred. Then she had a flashback of Dobby when he revealed himself. He kept watching all this time, all in order to disgrace father. He's destroying his body, his own body, and getting numerous lives caught in the middle. He's me who burned this body, the me from before that day. It can't be father. Toyanin has to be dealt with by me. Oh, okay. So this okay. So this okay. So he's setting up. And Deborah's not going to tell you. Well, probably Deborah's going to like try to face it, but it looks like Dabi's main fight and Todoroki's main fight at probably end maybe in the series. Nah, that's too long ago maybe. But his next main fight might be with Dabi. He would be so strong. Hey, we got a sister and brother. I forgot their names. Shoot, bro. But they come in to the hospital room and they're looking scared or like nervous because everything that just happened. Kirishima, pleasure to meet you. Oh, Todoroki's older brother and sister. Todoroki's throat is burnt, so he's still, and he looks at her and he's like, ah. We get a pin on Bakugo, and he's like sort of running down the hallway. Sarah and me and I was saying Mina, Mineta like trying to hold him back. He looks so mad. Calm down. If you keep moving around, you'll die. They told you not to move around too much. Shut up, you idiot! Jerking me around like that. Is that what you're gonna kill me? What's saying it like that supposed to do? Oh, seriously, this guy just won't stop. If that idiot dies, I'll kill him. Oh, Deku, yeah. Oh, and we see Deku in the next panel. But oh wait, there's some words here. Todoroki and most of the others have regained consciousness, but uh, Midoriya is the only one who hasn't shown any signs of waking up. and All Mike's over his bed in the chapter. Okay. And yeah, his legs and his arms are all bandaged up. Okay, they won't kill Deku obviously. It's a 50-50. He might be asleep for like maybe the next arc. I don't know. He be asleep that long. He might be asleep on the next few chapters maybe. And while he's asleep, he might see some of the vestiges. And we might need Eri because he went 100% for like a long time without Eri. I know that really messed up his arms and legs. And the doctors were saying, if you keep doing this to your arms, you're not gonna be able to move those arms anymore for a good forever. Forever. Like do this 2 or 3 more times, your arms are done. So we might really need Eri for this. And he might be asleep for a while. And oof, I just thought about his mom. They got to contact his mom. Obviously, she's gonna be livid. She was already. I remember she was finna take Deku out, but all my I'll protect him. It's okay. Blah 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 blah. She sees her boy like this. She's like, okay, Don, shut up on my boy is out of your way. This is not happening again. Like he's 15. No, he's 16, right? 18? No, he's not 18. Yeah, he's 15, 16. He's 15 or 16. Bruh. No, why did the camera freeze like that? They're gonna get me so good. I mean, he's 15 or 16. Like, jeez. Okay. Okay. Yo, we didn't see Hawks. He might be dead. I got nervous. It was like 2 weeks ago for the last chapter. It was I saw this edit and it was like that song like you're gonna die, I'm gonna kill you. That song, it sort of Bakugo, and it was like, you're gonna die, and it like phased them out and went away. And then it's sort of like the same thing for like Endeavor, Hawks, and them, like they're gonna die. And then it's so like the cigarette, like, I'm gonna kill you. I was like, Indabi, I was like, and it said spoilers for 9/27. And I was like, no, why did I see this? Then my heart dropped. I was like, would he really kill Bakugo in Endeavor like that? Like I was just so like, yo. And then we didn't see none of that last chapter, and I was like, oh. Like, even after the review, I was like, yo, okay, maybe those spoilers were like for the next chapter of this. But I was like, how will we get spoilers 2 weeks in advance? That doesn't make any sense. Okay, so everybody's good. Everybody's been. Oh, they said, well, okay, Endeavor is still asleep, but maybe he woke up for a minute and then he went back to sleep. But they said like everybody is woken up, they seem fine, but Deku, he seems real bad. Maybe he might bust in there with All Might talking to him about something, and whew, this chapter was heavy. And I wonder what other villain they bust out of there from all the other prisons. That is wild. And then, well, they just said Todoroki couldn't talk because he was talking in his head. What I was saying before, he couldn't talk, so maybe they'll just try to cope about Dabi. And yeah, Shima, everybody else who was in the battle, but Kirishima and Momo are the only ones with like the bags over their eyes. I think they've been doing a lot. And then Eraserhead, is his quirk gone? It's like a 50-50 if his quirk is gone, huh? I remember the bullet hit him, and as soon as it hit him, he instantly cut his leg off. So where the bullet hit him. So I was like, yeah, yeah, good. Okay, yeah. So maybe he still has his quirk. If not, Eric could probably bring that back with moving at his leg. And then I don't think they know about, unless that was Midnight's real name. Yeah, Kavana Senpai. Unless that was her like real name. Oh no, because then Eraser Head was like, no, I just want to know how the kids are. He would always want to, cope over Midnight. They were best friends since back in the day. Her, Mike, and yeah. So I don't think they know about Midnight yet, or maybe they do. And they just maybe he just want to, or maybe of course just want to focus on the students and stuff. This chapter. Whew, this chapter was wild. And then the Redefro stuff. The Redefro stuff was kind of interesting too. Did we get the Todoroki stuff? I just want to make it get like everything. Yeah. Whew. Okay, don't break next week though. I can't wait for next chapter. Hopefully Deku wakes up soon, and Eric can probably reverse it, so his arms will be back to normal and his legs. Whew. Okay, so Like, share, subscribe. See you all later. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for being wonderful and beautiful and handsome human beings. I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye. And hopefully Deku wakes up. Whew, hopefully Deku wakes up. Bakugo would live. I wonder if he have any like I wonder if Bakugo have like a scar because I mean it's not like he didn't get cut, he got stabbed. So maybe like if we see him with his shirt off, he'll just have like a hole, like a tiny hole scar. Nah, that would be kind of lame. Maybe like a big circle scar, like right here, here, and here. Yeah, maybe that would be pretty cool. Huh? Pretty cool. He can get some. He can get that. Can get scars. Bakugo need to get some good. Bakugo need to get some cool scars. And yeah.